Okay, hi everyone. In our today's video, let us now look into the concept of projectile motion. So generally, projectile motion refers to the motion of a point object thrown in Earth's gravitational field. So not only Earth's gravitational field, it is still valid for other planets also, which may not be practically possible because of the respective gravitational field. So for example, when we throw a ball on Mars, its motion will not be in the parabolic path. So it is not applicable there. For example, the Mars gravitational field is 3.7 nearly 3.7 meter per second square. So when we throw a ball on Mars, it does not project the parabolic path. So the projectile motion does not occur on other gravitational field. So it can only occur in Earth's gravitational field. Now let us see the demonstration of projectile motion. So here let us consider a person throwing a ball. Now in this case the ball follows a parabolic path. See this one. This is nothing but the parabolic path. That is, this parabolic path is also nothing but the trajectory path. Now the third one. Here for all points in trajectory the acceleration due to gravity is constant. So this is the trajectory, right? In this trajectory path, if we consider the acceleration at every point, here or here or here, at every point the acceleration will be is equal to gravity. So as the gravity is downward, it is taken as minus g. So it will come in further steps. Now let us see this trajectory in two dimensions. So this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Now let us take the velocity in x direction in this way and the velocity in y direction in this way. So here a person throws a ball with an angle theta. That means if he is throwing at an angle theta, here the angle is theta, this angle. So now here this theta, and this is the initial velocity he thrown the ball, and this is the direction velocity of the ball in x direction, and this is the velocity in y direction, right? So if we consider this figure separately, here we can get a right angle triangle. So according to the trigonometric ratios, here let me tell you, this is the velocity on x direction and this is the velocity along y direction, that is uy, and this is the velocity of the ball that he throws. So according to the trigonometric ratios, we can write cos theta as adjacent side by hypotenuse side. So cos theta would become ux by u, and now you can write ux as the velocity along the x direction is taken as u cos theta, and in the same way sin theta is equal to ui by u. So here the opposite side by hypotenuse side. So by this we can get the velocity in y direction. So ui is equal to u sin theta. So let us consider this equation as second one and this one as first one. Now let us see some quantities that we can calculate by this projectile motion. They are time of flight, maximum height and the horizontal range. So here let us see detailed each one. So time of flight, the total time taken by the ball to reach the other end is known as the total time of flight. Here you have to notice one point. The ball comes to the ground after its motion. That means the vertical displacement of the ball is 0. That is in the y direction. So you have to take sy as 0 and ui as u sin theta, and you have to find the t value. And the acceleration should be taken in downward, that is minus g. So by substituting we get time of flight t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So this is the total time taken by the ball to reach its final end. So now let us see maximum height h. So maximum height is nothing but this is the maximum height, the maximum point of the ball it reaches at its motion. So at this point the velocity across y direction become u sin theta, and we have to consider the gravitation in the downward because it acts in the downward, right? So it should be taken minus g. So by substituting the values in this uniform acceleration formula, that is vy square is equal to ui square plus 2ays. So as the velocity across y direction, that is the vertical direction, is 0, here the velocity is 0. See, here the ball stops for a second, not a second, it just the final velocity of the ball would become 0 at here, and again it moves with a initial velocity of in y direction. So here the initial velocity is taken as u sin theta, right? And again the a value is taken as minus g, and by substituting this you can get the height of the projectile motion. So the maximum height, this one you will get this. So now let us see the maximum range. Maximum range is nothing but the displacement in the x direction. So this distance this person placed to the final point of the ball. So for this you can use the velocity formula, that v is equal to displacement by time, right? So here by the v is equal to displacement by time, we can write displacement as velocity into time. That is, the initial velocity towards the x direction is taken as u cos theta into the time of light 2u sin theta by g. So by simplifying this you can get x is equals to u square sin 2 theta by g. So hope you guys understand the concept. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all.